Hello class, today we are going to talk about points on a graph and how to say where they are located. It's kind of like playing Battleship if you've ever played that, but the order in which we write the exact location is important. We've learned that the Y is in the sky and that measures how high up you go. The X is on the left, you've heard us say that too, and that measures how far left and right of 0. When we write the point, we are going to write it with the X number first and the Y number second. For example, this little red dot here is over 2 to the right. We say the X number first, and up 4. So we would write this as 2, 4. This points at 2, 4. If I make another circle, and I put it way up here at 7, but on the y-axis, its left and right of 0 is 0. See, there's -1 here and +1 here. That's at 0. So this is 0, 7. And this is how we write it. 0, 7. That way, anyone looking at it knows exactly which directions to go. First, they are going to go over 0 and then up 7. Let's try this one more time where I give a location and we find the dot. I want to place a dot at 8, 2. That means over 8 to +8, 8 to the right of 0, and then up 2. So I go over 8 and up 2. Now sometimes we can go negative. Negative to the left would be negative x's, and negative to the y would be below the 0 or below the equator. Let's look at that on our worksheet for today. This worksheet is called Whose Line Is It? We are going to look at a bunch of animals and figure out, number one, the line in which we'll hit them on the graph. We're going to match the animal with that equation, and then we are going to look to see where the exact location of that animal is, like we had done before with our X number, our Y number. Here's what the first page looks like. It says use a graph for each equation to graph the points. So the equations are over here. This one says 2/3 x minus 3. Remember, we begin with the letter not connected to the x on the y line and place a dot. And then we follow the directions of the slope. We're going to use these dots over here to place dots on the graph. And then we're going to go up here to connect the line. That's the first step. The second, after we do that with these different figures, is to then line up the equation by drag and dropping the animal. Then we're going to say what pattern we have. Finally, what we're going to do is we're going to type the name of the animal with its direct location. We see that koala has already been given to us. It says that that's over 4 to the right and then -3. Oops. So we're going to go over 1, 2, 3, 4. You may have to zoom in. And then it's -3y, so that means down 1, 2, 3. Oh, that might even be down more. Maybe that was a typo, Mr. Benson. Looks like the koala is down. It's over 1, 2, 3, 4, down 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, good catch. Oops, that's my line. Second slide, we are going to graph these lines as well. This time you're going to type in here the animal. And then the last part, you are given the animal and you need to tell us the direct location of the animal. For example, it says buffalo here. So buffalo says you go over 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, down 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that didn't take me anywhere. Where is the buffalo really? The buffalo is really 1, 2, 3, 4 up. Oh, up is the Y. Up 4 and over 1, but it's 1 to the left, so that's -1. So we really read this as -1 up 4. Let's see if the rabbit example is correct. It says the rabbit is over -2, that's 2 to the left, 1, 2, and down 0. Yep, that is correct. On the last slide, again, we are given the equations and we're going to type in where the animal is. And then we see 1, 2, 3 tables. This time we are going to use our equations here and substitute the x number into the equation. For example, this says y equals 1/2 x plus 2. So when you're given an x over here like -4, you would come over here and type in -4. Let me see if I can find a green there. -4. And then I do the math. What's half of -4? -2. -2 plus 2 is 0. Then I come over here and put -2 in for x. -2. What's half of -2? Yep, that's -1. -1 plus 2. -1 plus 2 is 1. And I would do that for all of these. I would graph my line and then say what animal it leads to. Then I do the same thing for the next equation, but this time I'm substituting the numbers into this equation. This says -3x minus 3. So just like you have a substitute in class, if the teacher's gone, you are going to substitute these numbers in the x column into the parenthesis and then say what the new y number is. For example, here, x is 0. Put 0 into the equation. -3 times 0 is 0. Minus 3, -3 would go there. I do that for this whole line. I graph the line again with my dots. And I connect them with the line up here. And then when I'm done, I type in which animal it leads to. Have a good day.